When a problem is physical, you cannot solve a physical problem with spiritual solutions. You can't. When a problem is spiritual, you cannot solve a spiritual problem with physical means. I'll give you an example. I traveled recently and I met a young woman. That young woman, that young lady, she's a graduate. She went to school and she began to do contracts abroad. So they pay her in dollars. And then she began to have a certain dream. Whenever she wants to do a contract, they will tell her, come tomorrow and sign the documents. That night, she will have a dream. And in that dream, a man will come and start waving to her. You know what is wave? The man will just greet her. Nothing else. He will just greet her. The moment the man finishes greeting her, the next morning, she will go. They say, sorry. We changed our minds about this job. We changed our minds about this particular business. We will not give you again. And that's how it will happen. So the first time she said, okay, maybe, different things happen. So she let it go. The second time again, she got a very big contract. And she said, the same thing again. The man appeared. She pursued the contract to the end. The man appeared, waved to her. After the man finished waving to her, just wave like this. After the man finished waving to her, she woke up in the morning, went to the office, and they said, something happened. They decided to give it to another contractor. They got somebody that was cheaper. The third time again, she labored for a contract, labored for something to do for the state. It got to the end. And then, the same thing again. She had a dream. The man appeared, waved to her. After waving to her, she woke up in the morning. She went, that canceled the contract. Now, there's something strange else that happened. Now, when I met her, they brought her to me for counseling to talk to her. And then she said something. She now added something. And she said, she noticed that after 3 times, it now stopped being just waving. She'll feel a presence in her room. And when that presence is in her room, her baby, she has a small baby, her baby will be awake. She'll be struggling with something she cannot see. She will struggle and struggle and struggle. She cannot see, but she can feel it and she'll be struggling. The baby will be awake. In fact, normally the baby will sleep maybe around 9 or 10, but that baby will not sleep. They will try everything to make the baby sleep. The baby will not sleep. While the baby is awake, this presence will be fighting her. The moment the presence leaves, the baby will fall asleep. While she was telling me this, she was with the baby. Somebody came and brought the baby. So I carried the baby and she kept on talking. I said, is it this baby? She said, yes. He said, whenever that presence is in the room and doing all of that, fighting her, they just notice all of a sudden the baby stops sleeping until she has that experience. She will fight and fight and fight and fight. When the thing fighting her goes, the baby will just fall asleep. But while that thing is happening, the baby will be awake. So I said, okay, let's pray. I took the baby because I'm the one going to pray. This is happening in real life. I took the baby. The baby is meeting me for the very first time. I took the baby, wanted to hand her back to the mother so that they'll give the baby to somebody. The baby refused. I said, I tried again to give the baby back to the mother. The baby refused. Have you heard that kind of thing before? The baby rejected the mother and preferred to stay with a stranger they just met. We tried again to give the baby. The baby refused. So because I needed to pray, by force, they now grabbed they had to snatch the baby from my hand and all of that, and then they left. What do you think is happening? What do you think is happening? The baby refused to go with the mother. Wanted to stay with a stranger. This is the same baby that will not sleep until that demonic entity has gone. There is an entity that is with the mother that baby's eyes was open to see. That's why the baby was not rejecting the mother. The baby was rejecting the being, the personality with the mother. And it's that same personality that torments this woman. And the reason the baby does not sleep is that the baby can see that the mother is being harassed. So he doesn't know what to do. So he's awake. So he's struggling to stay awake because he's seeing his mother is going through whatever. When the principality leaves, the baby will fall asleep because the baby, how do I explain it now? You know, when you're supposed to sleep at 10, you don't sleep. And you are watching a movie, by 2, you fall asleep. So there are many strange things in this world. That woman, they've told her, they say, go to a psychiatrist and go and get a psychiatric evaluation. Do you think the psychiatrist can help the woman? Do you think the doctor can help the woman? Do you think any physical thing on this earth can help the woman? No. Why? It is a spiritual problem. Even if she knows the president or the prime minister, she will still keep having problems with the job. Now, after we had prayed for this lady, next thing I got a call. She said, we just finished praying today. By the next day, they called her for a contract. 3, not even 1. This time 3. 1, 2, 3. And they said, now we are signing. They've actually finished doing the signing before I traveled back. So if something was not broken over the life of that woman, that cycle will continue. And nothing physical can help her.